Hi, so today in the kitchen with Adam's Reserve Cheddar, we're gonna make a Caesar salad. First step, croutons. Rustic country loaf and some of our herby cheddar oil. You gotta find that video and recipe. It is really great. It's such a versatile little thing. So we're gonna cut this bread up, probably about 1/2-inch cubes. Once we get all this cut up, we're gonna toss it all together and put it in the oven. Okay, so here we got our bread. Just kind of separate it all out. So what I've got here is about 4 cups of bread, and I'm gonna add about 1/4 cup of our herby cheddar oil. So this you kind of wanna lace around the outside of the bowl, not directly on top of the croutons. That way, as you mix it together, each piece kind of gets coated. When you're done, it should look kind of like a green piece of bread, and not green in a bad way. All right, we'll put that on a sheet pan. Spread it all out nice and even. Put that in our oven. About 325, 350 degrees. You want to kind of cook it a little slower than you would think so that you retain a little bit of the herbiness out of it. Once those are done, we'll let them cool down. So the next step in a great Caesar salad is the Caesar dressing itself. Classically in a wooden bowl with a spoon with some guy in a tuxedo standing beside you, right? We're not going to do that. We're going to make it in a blender. So here we go. A little bit of mustard, a little red wine vinegar, a little Worcestershire sauce, or Worcestershire sauce, or what's that, their sauce? The anchovy. Put them in, leave them out. It's a great umami flavor, but that's actually one of the things about cheddar, and especially Adam's Reserve. The amount of umami that you get out of it, I'm actually going to leave these out. Add them if you'd like, but I'm leaving them out for our salad today. A little bit of lemon juice to add a nice fresh citrusy flavor. All right. And the other little cheater method we're going to use with this today is we're actually going to make it with mayonnaise. So normally in a Caesar salad, you would take an egg yolk and you would drizzle in your olive oil, right? Mayonnaise is simply oil and egg yolks and a little bit of vinegar. So we're going to cheat. Right? So here I've got my vinegars and whatnot. I'm going to put in a little bit of water. That'll help thin the mayonnaise down to a good consistency. Adam's Reserve cheddar. Pick the amount of garlic you want. I'm going to put in 1 clove, just peeled. Don't even worry about chopping it. And you want to puree it down until the cheddar's probably about twice the size of a ballpoint pen end, okay? There we go, nice and pureed up. I'm going to grab my mayonnaise and the mixing bowl. So I've got my mayonnaise already in the bowl, right? And you see it's almost like a paste, but that is a paste of pure flavor. So instead of the Parmesan, we use Adam's Reserve cheddar, which is going to replace that umami you would normally get out of the anchovies. Give it a nice whisk. And see how we're already down to dressing consistency. Fresh ground black pepper. And finished it off with a little bit of salt. If you were going to use the anchovy, you got to adjust that salt level a little bit. Grab a spoon and give it a taste. That's great. All right, let's get cleaned up. We're going to finish our salad, and we've got a little bit of shrimp to top it with. Okay, I've got my shrimp here for our Caesar salad. These are just seasoned up with a little bit of olive oil and a little bit of blackening spice. And I tell you, I really love to use the grill, no matter the weather, because it just makes cleaning up the kitchen so much easier. Just a little bit extra on the spice. Close our lid, probably about 2 minutes, and we'll flip them over. Okay, so just when the shrimp start to change color a little bit, that's when you gotta flip them. So I would rather have a shrimp that is properly cooked as opposed to nice caramelization. So we've got a little nice caramelization here, but try not to overcook it just for the sake of getting color. Two more minutes, they'll be done. All right, so when you're cooking shrimp, you want to look right here in the split. And when that starts to get the same color as the outside, you know that it's perfectly cooked. Okay, so we've got our salad almost ready to be put together. Dressing's done, croutons are done. Our lettuce has been washed and I let it dry for a while. I'm going to slice it up into big long strips. Right? I'm actually going to dress this right on the board. You know, if you had a big wide bowl, that'd be great, but a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, some of our dressing, mix that up together. Get some of our croutons in there. I do like to toss the croutons with it. That way the croutons get a little dressing on them. There we go. Let's transfer this over to our serving platter. Some Adams Reserve cheddar grated over it. I'm going to put a few more croutons on there. Oh, they're so nice. Our shrimp that we cooked earlier. So, you know, we were talking about how to make sure that this shrimp is done. So whenever you take a look at this little split in the shrimp, when the outside color and the inside color kind of match, that you know it's done. All right, we'll just set our shrimp on top of there. I think the only thing that needs is actually a little bit more cheddar. All right, okay, there we go. A cheddar Caesar salad, some blackened shrimp, ready for dinner. You guys enjoy.